That was pretty scary though, I'm not gonna lie.
Leave the spark plugs out and crank it until you get oil pressure.
The clutch is like a hawk. Why? Do I have to bleed that? I think that's it, boys. If it's not it, I don't know what it will be. So yeah, on the last episode, we got the engine out of my car. A lot of work has to be done when you want to do a swap like this. Many parts coming out of the old engine, which you guys know I had a lifter failing, and we are putting a brand new LS3 on it. But before to, get to the new motor, we have to remove a bunch of parts, which we did. If you didn't watch, make sure to check it out. The description below, there's a link for the previous video where you can see everything. And to get this motor where I want it, we need to do a bunch of stuff, cosmetic and also mechanic, which is gonna increase power. One of those things are we're gonna put a bigger cam on it. What we did the BTR stage 3 with all the upgrades that comes with trunnions, springs, rock arms, everything in between was upgraded in this car. And although we did a bunch of upgrades, we got a lot of done, we are not done yet. There's so much to be done. There's so much that we need to face. You better be ready, so buckle up, because this episode, we're gonna get this car started. Crazy, as you just saw. And why I just feel like I just spoke to you, because I did. I just finished the last video and now ran right through work, because the goal is to get the motor in the car in this video. Maybe I start, we'll see how long that's gonna take, or if we have any issues that I have to push the video even without starting the car. I just noticed the car has tilt on the quick jacks. Maybe that was my bad, but it was very scary. But now good to go, good to start the video. That was pretty scary though, I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty scary. I'm glad that I saw it. But anyway, I just put the engine on the engine crane because today it's clutch day. So we need to put a new clutch on this thing. Since I'm there, it doesn't make sense to put a bad clutch in it. And the clutch that I chose it is the LS7 clutch, which is good for 700 horsepower-ish. So this kit from Rock Auto, it's like 300 something with the flywheel included. So that comes with the clutch, the installation tool, and everything else. Here's your clutch. Actually, the plate is like massive. This is gonna be fun to put it in. So let's drop this in. As you guys saw in the last episode, everything was in it, in the car, in the new motor. Now we just need to put the seal in, put the flywheel, lock everything, and then we should be able to drop this engine in the car. And then we're gonna put the intake manifold, headers, spark plugs. I also wanna get the headers here, the fitment on the headers, just to see how that fits. And yeah, let's get to work. Once the clutch was in, I had help of my good friend Gary, so we ended up just torquing to his specs all the clutch, and he was a huge help putting this motor in, because as you guys are gonna see, that wasn't easy. The other thing that was a must for me, and I did on my previous engine, was pin the balance on the crank. Very simple. I still had the tool that I used on my previous LS2, and we just went through it and we pinned that bad boy. Very easy when you have the right tool. My second time using this. How crazy is this?
There you go. Look at you.
You move it.
There you go.
Let's just double check. Woo! Woo! Yeah, that was me celebrating, torquing this thing to 230. Yeah, that wasn't easy, but we got done. Now time to put this engine in the car. That so far is gonna be the most difficult thing. Alright, the first challenge was, as you can see, the engine crane hits the front of the car. I don't know if you ever C6 has this issue or what, but we had such a hard time. The crane didn't come more forward, and we tried to figure out so many times. So we ended up pulling the motor a little bit out of the car so we could get a better access by removing the level and use the plate for the valley. That gives us more room to push the motor close to the bell house so we could connect. But I'll tell you what, that took us a good 4 hours to do until we get the final result. It's that way though, right? Yeah.
Oh my God.
I told you.
Are the wheels turning?
Yeah.
There you go, buddy.
We're in! There we go! They say you have to celebrate these small things, and this was a big one though, so we had to celebrate. A lot of work, but I think we got done. The motor is finally in. Before we go ahead, I want to say a huge thank you to my friend Gary, that he helped so much. If I did that by myself, it would take me days. So Gary came over, it was a Sunday, we worked here, we had a great time in the garage. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. You always need somebody to help you in those situations. But I'm telling you what, even with somebody's help, it was a little challenge. But she is in. She is completely in. Man, I'm missing seeing a motor on this car. Look at that. Things I did out of the camera. You guys saw I was putting the starter. Starter is plugged in. The AC compressor is in. Just need the belt to go in. I hook up all the grounds, and yeah, all the grounds are in. AC, starter, everything mounted. The only thing it's missing though, I remember when I put this car apart, a couple of plugs I broke. Like this one here. This is the coil temperature sensor, which goes here. And also the oil temperature sensor, which is this one here, goes here. So I had to place an order for that one. But it's true, we have so much to do that doesn't matter that we're gonna get that on time. Also, I ordered a couple of gauges. I want to put some gauges since I'm here. But look at that motor, how it looks like in there. But for now, we are still far away from start because we still need to put the accessories on, like the bracket for the alternator, power steering wheel pump, also the water pump, headers, spark plugs needs to go in. But before we go, these are the headers that came out of the car. They are speed engineered. Everybody tell me that's the cheapest one, but so far I have just good luck with it, and I want to keep using. But as you guys see here, the wrap that I had it has seen better days, right? You can see here. It's not necessary for you to, to do the exhaust wrap, but since the headers are out, I might as well just do it. So I bought those from Amazon. I don't think 2 is gonna be enough. That's why I wanna start doing now. If I need to order more, I order more. But that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wrap with titanium exhaust wrap. I think it looks great. That keeps the heat out of the motor. This car always runs cool, and I wanna keep that way. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wrap the headers. Let's put some accessories in it. I'll plug the suspension back, because then I can get rid of the jacks. And then we see where we go from there. All right, let's get to work. Things that apparently are easy, they are not. And this is the biggest example. Wrapping the headers, it's not fun though. But it's something like, if you don't do it, you regret, and so on and so forth. So with that being said, the headers are out of the way. Now I can kind of give you guys an update, which all the grounds are hooked up. All the brackets are hooked up. The starter is in. Now, what I'm thinking as far as, a line of work it is, I will do the spark plugs. We're going to do new spark plugs. Then I'm going to drop the headers in, try to bolt everything on, because once the accessories are in, it's really a pain to get the headers in. And then I also want to try to run this. I got myself a gauge for a wideband, right? That's what they call it, a wideband, which this goes where your O2 sensor goes, and that is so you can see your fuel ratio, where fuel, so if it's running lean or this helps the tune though. So, and depends how you drive, like if we're gonna take it to the track, this is very important. Since I'm there, that's what I'm gonna do. The way it works, as far as I know, I'll show you guys later. You see here are my cats. This is my long tube headers. I don't have cats. So my secondary O2 was deleted when we did the tune. So I only have the front ones. But this piece of here has an opening here for, I believe, this. Now the question is, will this fit? We don't know. So I'll test that out. But now what are we gonna do? I got a brand new gaskets for the headers. So it should be a plug and play. We got now new APR bolts. So that's the plan. Spark plugs, headers, try to start the wideband, and then we put the accessories in, right? Because they are sitting here waiting to get in the car. Yeah, I tried to put the headers from the top, but that was just a bad idea. So I raised up the car, put the headers from the bottom, but you're gonna see at the end of this video, I should not have done that, although that was good for something else. But if you're gonna do the headers on your car, I would advise you to do from the bottom up, and without the accessories it's so much easier. As you can see here, I can get in the car, I can get out of the car. Space was not an issue once I figured out that from the bottom was better. One more tip, you see here I'm putting the spark plugs in. Those are good spark plugs, but I should not have done that, because if you're gonna do this, wait until you do the oil pressure test, because it's better to do it without the spark plugs. Although, you know, I just remove it, but it's just extra work that I would say don't do it, because I had to remove all 8. So learning from me. Alright, with the exhaust in, I was able to start work on the wideband. And here there's no much to show you guys, because it's basically wiring everything from the top to the bottom, or the bottom to the top. So I was fighting, you know, trying to find the cables, where to put it in. I will show you guys later, but that's what I was going back and forth here. Progress is the name of the game. So let me start showing you guys what I just did. You guys saw we put the headers, long tube headers in both sides, wrap it, all good to go here, all good to go here. But there's a reason why I still have the car that high, just so I can show you guys. All right, so bear with me because I'm too old. So here is the underneath of the car. As you can see, this is the O2 that was deleted by, you know, when we tuned the car. So the other one, it's already connected. So as you guys probably saw in the video, when I put this apart, this thing here was ripped from like 2 years driving, but now it's brand new. I've even put like a zip tie here, a metal zip tie. Right, so O2 sensors in the entire exhaust is connected. The oil pan, it's good to go. And here I want to show you guys. You see, you have your O2 here, which you see here the connection. I put a zip tie in there so it doesn't move. That's the O2, and that's the wideband that I just installed. So again, the entire exhaust has been connected. Headers are in. All the connections here, the start, everything. Look how clean the start is. I didn't show you guys that, right? Super clean. So yeah, that's the wideband, which I ran the. You see that's what I was saying. My exhaust had this opening here, which was great, because then I don't need to take to a muffler the shop to plug this in. So that was a bolt on, ready to go. I love it. This is Speed Engineer though. For all, you know, whenever you want to spend like $2,000 in headers, long tube headers, remember, Speed Engineer is only $600. Anyway, and up here, this is the wire here for the wideband, because you need to run inside of the car. So since I don't have the battery, I use that, which my subwoofer cable, it's going through that too. And that's what you guys are seeing that I was doing here. And then you pull through there, that thing there. I don't know how much you can see. And it comes here to, I attached this port right there using a fuse connection. I just put some tape here to make sure that's the ground. You run all the way to the driver's side, and boom, here it's my wideband gauge installed. That's how it's gonna look like. I still need to figure out this is space though, because the cables are so, I don't know if I should drill, but I can do that later. Right now, that's good enough for me. That gap, that doesn't bother me. It's good enough. But look at how nice it is. This, I got this from Amazon though. It's so cool. I'll leave the link below if you have a C6. You can get the one for the other side if you want to need another one. I don't know, a boost gauge or whatever. But this, the reason why I like this is because it's so OEM that, you know, you don't put anything here. I always want a gauge, and I think this is very important to see how rich and how lean we are running, and this helps with the tune too. So anyway, that's how it is. I'm gonna leave that open because there's no battery. I cannot test that, so that's gonna stay right there like this while we going for the next step. Next step is gonna be put all the accessories here, which includes this beautiful, look at how much glitter on this alternator and power steering bracket, which I'm avoiding to do this because this is super hard, but I will do that right now. And then I'll start to put the accessories in. Maybe the oil pump, the water pump goes in, and then we can attack the intake manifold, a couple connections. We're getting close. Let's get this done, because then we have too much work to do on other thing that's much needed, and this is probably going to be the hardest thing to do so far. So let's see. Got a lot of done, as you can see. Man, this bracket here was fighting me a long way. There's for the steering wheel pump, there's a bracket behind that pulley. Nightmare. But we got done. I was pulling this away for a long time. So I basically got all the accessories in it. Even the vents, the water pump is in it. This line here, which connects to the cooling hose, I took it out of my old block, and also I put the catch can on. Now I also connect a couple of connections here, which is, this is the oil pressure sensor, and here also, if you can see it, that's the oil, the coolant sensor. So I redid the entire connections because that's how was it. Right, so I bought a brand new from eBay, or actually from Amazon. I'll put the link below if we're doing a OS swap, maybe you need it. But this came from my LS2, that from the LS2, and everything. Basically all my connections are from LS2. Right, now the next step is, before we go anywhere, we are having a guest today. Second guest of the day. First was Gary, they helped me a lot. Now we have the main behind the scenes, which has been helping me so much with this. There it is.
I made it.
The main behind the scenes. Yeah. I'm telling everybody that you have been helping me a lot.
Well, I want to see this go well.
Well, I'm following your instructions, so I can basically blame you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Joe said.
Oh man, Joe was a huge help since getting the motor, doing all this stuff. Yeah. And he's pretty busy. So
Madness.
if you want to
This is
follow
crazy,
him, look.
Crazy time of year. Yeah,
Summer. There you go. You see, follow him. You're doing side work now, right?
It's been hard. And
If it's a special project,
well,
depends.
only YouTube knows now, but I'm pretty much taking over the shop, so
There you go.
no more side work. It's all real work.
All right, you bring to the shop.
Yep.
You wanna get the stuff done right? He's the guy. There you go, buddy. Come a long way.
I know.
Now, if it's right or not, that's up for debate.
Whether it runs or not, that's a whole other thing.
That's up for debate. But I stopped here because I was waiting for the spark plug wires.
And you got a couple of fuel fittings and stuff like that.
Yeah, see, I was mocking up in there.
Oh, nice.
But so you see, all those connections I got from the other motor.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how it should be, right?
Yep, absolutely.
So what about the crank? There's a crank sensor.
Cam position sensor.
I use the one that came.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay. Because it's like, if you Joe tell me that's
No.
It's just was brand new one, and it's a plug and play.
An LS3 is fairly plug and play for this
Okay.
chassis. So,
But if it was
it's already 58 tooth reluctor and all that. So,
because that's the question everybody's asking. Like, do you have to update the ECU?
no. Yeah. If it's a C5, then it's totally different.
Maybe a early
That's on a
C5,
24.
C6 too. Do you think?
I don't know if the early, like an 05 or an 06, is a 24 tooth reluctor. I'm not sure. We'd have to look it up. But this one is definitely, because this is on the newer ECU. So
Right. This I look at the.
Actually, we should check that before I leave.
Yeah, we can check. But I check. This was one of the latest 07.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
you're good there.
but we check it. We can check it.
I mean, usually when the cam sensor is in the timing cover, not always, but most of the time, if the cam sensor's in the timing cover, then it's 58 and a 4-time crank gear.
Right.
But on the LS1s and the earlier motors, even like the truck motors and 5.3s and stuff, the cam sensor was back here, and that was a 24 tooth reluctor. So that was a little bit different.
Gotcha. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, everything else seems to be bolt right in. Like even the start, everything's like bolt right in.
This is a Corvette motor.
Yeah.
And this is literally the LS3 crate motor is the Corvette motor.
Right.
So.
And I did the springs, the tronions. That you said like, I was like, I'm
BTR,
there.
right? You did the
the titanium retainers, dual springs.
Okay, cool.
And I did you see the ring here.
Yeah, you did the bronze.
Which I was like, I mean, while you're in there, you know what I'm saying?
While you're in there.
I was like, it's doing way easier.
Who do we say? Chris Sullivan?
Chris Sullivan. He even has a shirt. And it's so true. Like, while you're in there, it's better you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, my wrap on this thing was a piece of crap. I was like, the headers are out.
Isn't that annoying? It does look good. Came out good.
I will not do that again. I was so itchy because the titanium thing. I put like a hoodie to make like better, and but I was sweating my butt here. But I was like, I have to do it. Though I don't want to do it, but I have to. And my one was falling apart.
Yeah.
It was like
That's
5
the
years.
only thing is it can come apart fairly easy, but it does work really good.
And I
I have it even on the Camaro, but I have it on the tailpipes.
Gotcha. And I thought about doing like a different longitudinal headers. But man, this one works. It works. A lot of people give me crap about Speed Engineer, but it works.
If you let the wire in there go too much, it'll never get done.
Right.
This is good.
Also, Joe gave me the intake manifold for this, so.
Also, everybody says something different, but if I were you, leave the spark plugs out and crank it until you get oil pressure.
That's what I was going to do.
Yeah.
I saw people doing both ways.
Yeah, there's a
like this plug the fuel pump and just crank over.
Yeah, you definitely have to have the fuel and spark disabled one way or another. I mean, you could do it just like this. As long as your fuel system is shut off.
But my gauge should read it, right? Or I need something plugged in.
Yeah, as long as that oil pressure gauge is plugged in.
Right. Yep. That was the one that broke it that I told you. And then I bought a new one, and then I just I reconnected that. Yep. So and the one that came on this motor, I couldn't use it.
Correct.
right?
It's a little different.
Right. Yeah, this was too small for that one. It was too big.
Mm-hmm.
And also I replaced the coolant.
Coolant temp sensor. Yeah.
Because that was the same thing. I think when I pushed the headers, I forgot to disconnect. I broke it.
Oh, broke the. Yeah.
But I put a new one in.
Okay.
So I put oil in it and see if it creates oil.
It and make sure it makes oil pressure. It's going to take a little while to prime.
Like do like a couple of cycles?
Probably do like 2 or 3 cycles of 15 to 30 seconds. Listen, everybody's going to tell you there's a different way to do it. There's also a tool that you can purchase where you take the plug out of the side of the block, it goes right to the oil galley and you pressurize it. I've built 100 of these motors and I've never done it that way.
So you take these spark plugs?
I take the spark plugs out so there's no pressure in the cylinders so that you're not pushing against any air or anything. And just crank it a few times. So it usually takes 3 I don't like to hold the starter forever. But like 3 tries at like anywhere between 15 and 30 seconds, and then it should start to build oil pressure.
All right, did you hear Joe? So again, huge thank you to Joe. You learn in life to honor people. They help you, so you can show him some support and follow him on Instagram. You saw his shop. He's actually taking over the shop that he's work at, so it's kind of a big thing and they do crazy stuff. You guys should check it out. I'll leave the link below. So thank you, Joe, again. And what he said, we are trying to crank this thing, which I had planned for. I have everything here, but before we do that, I want to throw in the intake manifold, the valve covers, because we have to put oil in the motor. I'll take the spark plugs out and then we're gonna crank to see if we can build oil pressure. We are that close, but let's do one thing at a time. First, we need to get these parts in. So intake manifold, the valve covers. I know if you're a Corvette person, you probably use synthetic, but this is a brand new motor, so the bearings, everything needs to be breaking in. So we're gonna go with regular oil this time, and I'm using the one from Walmart, which is the Rotella. This is like not synthetic oil. So here we have 3.5. So we're gonna probably use almost of it. Whew, this is a big step, boys. This is a big step. So let's see if we get power. Oh, our fuel gauge is working. That's the first sign. Oh, now the car is going all crazy. I think we're gonna have some lights because there's nothing connected to it, but look, I think it's working. Why this thing is doing this? There we go. All right, first crank, we need to look for PSI here, right? Let's see what this thing will do. The clutch is like a hawk. Why? Do I have to bleed that? Alright, I had to stop it because we had an issue with the clutch and I fixed it. So this connection here, which is the slave cylinder with the master cylinder, wasn't properly done. My bad right there. So since, man, if you have your fenders on, I don't know how you're gonna get to there. But I remove the windshield wiper fluid reservoir just to make more room. Now I'll try to crank that again. If you see those, I think the car is having like electrical issues. I don't know, might be something electrical, might not, I don't know. It seems to me that it's something electrical. See, because you push. I don't know, man, the car is doing so many weird things. So if I try to do it again, you see, doesn't do anything. But if I press it, I can tell if I have oil pressure now. I don't want to kill my starter. And even if I press here, everything works, but not the... see how long it takes? I don't know. Everything works so far. I cannot tell if I have oil pressure, like even the gauge for the fuel. Of course, my fuel lines are not hooked up, but... So yesterday we fixed the clutch issue, but now I'm kind of a little concerned in terms of electrical issues because the car is kind of funky, if you will. So my plan is we're gonna put the fuel rails back in because at this point I cannot test if there's oil pressure or not. I don't have the computer to do it. I want to blow all the fuse box. I hope that's the issue, so I'm gonna blow every single fuse spot just to be safe, and then we're gonna put the fuel rail back in, and then we're gonna do coils. Sounds pretty good on the crank, but I want to make sure that there's oil pressure. I'm gonna check for leaks now. I don't see leaks so far. Yeah, let's get to the fuel rail, blowing the fuel box, putting the coils in, and then we go from there. And then I think that's just a matter of starting. I'm kind of excited, but at the same time, that clutch thing, my heart was like pounding. But hey, that's what we do, right? Nightmare. You know, when I got to do 2 steps forward, there's 13 back, but I think that's how it is. So you guys saw I was struggling to do the fuel rails right there, and after, as you can see, it's a different day. I'm wearing different clothes because I did a lot of research, and then ended up being that the C6 won't fit. So I'll explain to you. This I had here in the garage because I was going to do this on my previous setup, which I'm glad that I saved this because it's gonna be useful. But basically, you see this crossover line I was trying to put on the back. Here I would put a gauge and it would look so much cleaner. But to do the crossover line, you see there's no room there. So it's like a 2.5 inch shorter once you put the injectors in. And as you can see, you guys just saw I'm putting the injectors. I cannot use that crossover there because that would be so much cleaner, right? So basically you have, this is your fuel line. So I would just have everything tucked in there, but there's no room in here. As you can see, like there's no room here. So this is not gonna work. All this setup is not gonna work. As you can see here, I remove the ends already, right? And why I remove it's because this is the fuel line, like the rails, the crossover that comes with the fuel rails from Holley. But you can see here, look how high is this thing. I'm not keeping this. Another thing, this color, I don't like it. It has to be black. So I went to our good Amazon and I found a solution. I mean, I think I found a solution. So I bought two 45s. This is the only thing I had to do. I had to buy this one. It's an AN6. This one here is an AN8. So this is going to the fuel rail, and it's gonna be like this. I have two 45s, and luckily, because I was doing this on my previous setup, I have some holes left. So we're gonna do black holes here. And on the back, what I did, that's why I disassembled this one here, because I'm gonna use the 45. So I think it's gonna work. If all this fitting, they don't fail. That's what I'm gonna do now. Oh, also, as you can see here, how high is the fuel rail. It's because I'm using my LS2 injectors, and the injectors for the LS2 are way higher than LS3. And I bought spacers to put it here, so they should be here tomorrow. But meanwhile, we have a lot of work to do, so let's get this one done. Well, I need a break, and while I have a break and wait for more parts, because that A&A feeds is not a joke. I don't know if you guys know, my wife is a big supporter of the channel, and she has been asking me to upgrade or offset for so long for more her style. So I took this break and I found this great deal that I want to share with you guys. It's called Sedera. It's from Amazon, but the quality of this desk is gonna blow you away. If you have opportunity to ask my wife, you're gonna see how happy she is. And this thing was so easy to assemble. As you can see here, the package was really nice. Everything was so easy. I think I put it all together in less than an hour. The structure, there's so many colors, comes with so many features. Everything that I was asking for, this table provide, and the best part, in a great price. She was so thrilled about this desk, and so I was too. I'm not gonna lie, this desk looks great. And you know, happy wife, happy life, more car parts. So there's a link below if you want to check it out. If you need a desk, or if you want a desk for yourself, for your wife, for your family, for whoever, Sedera has a solution for you. There's a link below. I appreciate you guys supporting the channel, clicking on the link and check it out, the tables. So now we got more Amazon parts. Let's check it out. I'm not gonna lie, last night was pretty frustrating because I tried to use the old hose like this, you know, and they just snap. Like this connection here snapped. So what I did, I ordered new ones. I need actually 145, but that comes with a packet of 2. So I ordered a 45 angle so we can get done. And also I think today here are these spacers. So let's see if the spacers fit. If that fits, that's a win number 1. First victory of the night, which some nights, guys, I'm telling you, nothing works. Today we got these spacers in, so the fuel rail is there, so now I can have exactly the measurement I needed. So what I did, I put a tape. So I have to cut right here, maybe a little bit behind this, and this one's done, so I can get the perfect measurement. So let's go cut it, because that's the look I'm looking for. Very straight. I don't want to like something like this, just so straight. So let's see if we can get that going. we made it to the fuel rail, different day, but we made it. The fuel rail was a kind of a challenge, and it's completely done. But one thing I was very concerned about is the fact that, you know, when I was cranking the car, I couldn't read the fuel pressure. And to be honest, I don't know if the car has electrical issues, because it was acting funny, as you guys saw in the video. I had the option to wait for my friend to come over, but again, I don't like to bother people. So I went ahead and I went to Amazon and I bought, I'm not sure how good this thing is though. The reason I bought it is just because, you know, I need something, to be honest, since I'm dealing with a lot of cars. Seems to me it's a pretty decent one. Art died, so it's a scanner. Let me connect the battery and we'll go from there, right? Let's see if there's any setup that needs to be done. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm pretty worried about it because right now my day running lights are on, which is kind of odd why that would be on if there is nothing. It seems that there's a fuse that's blow, which I have to figure out. It's not working, and I think the issue is how I installed the starter. That's my only explanation for what it is. So I'm gonna review the wires on the starter, because that might be the issue there. Let's see. Battery is going off again. You see, I'm having electrical issues, so it's not reading there. The only thing I actually touched it was and see that even the door closed, but this light keeps on. So I'm having a break, and I think it's on the start. So let's get the car up so I can go underneath, and I'll get back to you. All right, I think I might found our issue. As you guys see here, I took that's the starter though. Not sure how much I'm gonna be able to show. This is a ground table, ground wire, right? Should go here on the block, and it was attached to the starter. So I think that was causing some issues. So I'm gonna plug this back to that ground goes to this one here on the block, and then 2 wires to the starter. Should be it. That's the only thing I found that was wrong. And thank you to my YouTube videos, because I had so much footage I could go back and watch. Let's see if that fixed the issue. The starter's back on. We should be good on the ground. Let's see if I put this battery back on one time. Whoa. This is already a better sign because the lights are not on. Let's see. Better. Way better already. Engine power reduced. I got the gauge. The fuel pump is on. Bro. Alright boys, I got it. I'll try one here, right? This is oil, engine oil pressure. Let's go. Look at that. I fixed it, bro. I fixed the freaking car. So let's freaking go. Now we're gonna do coils and spark plugs, and that should be it. All right, we put everything back together, but we have a couple of issues, right? As you can see, the stock fuel rail, it's back on because I got a leak on that one once I tested for leaks on the injectors. So it was leaking, actually damaged my paint a little bit in there. So, but hey, we're good. I put the old one back on just in case. So I don't want leaks. I don't want fuel leaking from anywhere. So Let me just check for more leaks, if any, and we should be good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very nervous right now because, hey, if something goes wrong, now is the time. So I hope nothing goes wrong. I hope everything is gonna be fine, but we never know. We never know. I just set up the camera there. I'm not seeing any leaks. It's super dry here. No leaks at all. The only thing was leaking though, I forgot to tie these holes here for the water pump, but I fixed that. So all the fluids are in. There's oil in the car. I see it's drinking. Normally it says 12 quarts. I think I still have one of those jars, so I'm gonna keep pouring in. This is exactly 12, like 3 of it, right? But yeah, let's see if she starts. Whew. I don't even know what to think. So I set up my reading here with oil pressure, engine, and so on. I think that's it, boys. If it's not it, I don't know what it will be. So let's see if she cranks. Fuel pump. Let's see. Got our oil pressure. Whew. Man. Oh my God, she shakes. Is she healthy? No misfire? Bro, this can. Alright, let's check for more leaks. This is normal because it's smoke from oils, they burn. I think this is pretty normal, I think. Coming for the header, so might be oil in it. Oil temp is good. Oil pressure is good. No check engine light. Everything's working. Bro, is this it? It's smoking, but I think it's normal, so let's that burn out. Shakes so much more than the other one. Let's see if she's gonna get a idle. Heater is working, it's just smoking like crazy, but I think it's normal. So I wanna let that clear. I don't know if you guys can see the smoke. It's getting better though, so I think I just need to let burn. Look how much that shakes. Smoke went away. Car is running, no check engine light. Man, no misfire. I can't believe it. I can't believe this car is running, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's go. And it sounds so good. There's no weird noise. It's so quiet. We did it. We did it. I'm just let that sink it in, dude. Because this is a lot of work. All the signs of the car are pretty good. Smoke went away. The temperature doesn't rise above 190, which is crazy. That's how us used to be. Fuel pressure, oil pressure. Oil pressure is pretty good at 80. Rev's good. Here. All right. So let's keep working, bro. Because now I want this car on the floor. All right. I still can't believe this car runs. But now it's time to put everything back together, and then we're gonna save this for the next episode because we're gonna take the car to the dyno, which I'll tell you all the issues that I had. But if you are here for the first time, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. So I'll catch you guys the next one with a lot of stuff, and we're gonna put this car back on the road.